Well, now back to Minneapolis, where protesters are taking to the streets following the death of 24-year-old Jamar Clark 9 days after he was killed by a cop. Now, last night, 5 protesters were shot. None died. And tonight, RT correspondent Anya Parampil joins us live from Minneapolis. Anya, it seems that last night's violence only incited more people to come out tonight and protest in the street. What are you hearing and seeing out there?
Hi, Simone. I'm standing in front of the City Hall in downtown Minneapolis, where, as you said, demonstrators marched earlier this evening from the 4th Precinct Police Station, where the real encampment, the Black Lives Matter encampment, has been set up in the wake of Jamar Clark's death. But the demonstrations today, which attracted over 1,000 people, weren't just focused anymore on demanding answers in Clark's death. They were also being held in light of the tragedy that you mentioned last night, where 4 demonstrators were shot at that encampment I described, or 5 were shot in the 4th, near the 4th Precinct station. That's where demonstrators had been rallying. And they were shot by 3 men who Black Lives Matter Minneapolis on their website or on their Facebook page described as white supremacists. They say that since they set up this encampment in light of Clark's death, that they've been harassed on multiple occasions, been visited by individuals who came to harass them. And last night, when they attempted to escort 3 individuals who came to their encampment to do just that, it turned violent. They fired shots, hitting 5 people who had been treated in the hospital for non-life-threatening injuries. One was shot in the stomach and had to go into surgery. But other than that, it sounds as though, fortunately, none of those injuries were terribly severe. As for suspects, so far, police say they've arrested 1 young white individual and 1 middle-aged Hispanic man, both men, and a 3rd suspect is still being sought. But as for why they were out in that encampment to begin with, Simone, was to demand that police precinct answer some serious questions people in Minneapolis have about what exactly happened to Jamar Clark. He was a 24-year-old who was shot and killed by Minneapolis police about a week and a half ago during their response to a domestic abuse call. Now, police claim that Clark was interfering with medical personnel who were attempting to treat his girlfriend, but witnesses have said, multiple witnesses have said that Clark was not resisting arrest, and some have claimed he was handcuffed when he was shot in the head. Of course, the city here is not calming down, especially after what happened last night. The mayor has called for the Justice Department, the Civil Rights Division, to investigate Clark's death. And with attention now focused on Minneapolis in light of what happened last night, we're just going to have to wait and see if that pressure forces some real action from the city here and from the Justice Department.
Well, we know in the case in Chicago, where 13 months later we're just getting a charge and seeing that video for the first time, perhaps the protests in Minneapolis will cause that system to work a little bit faster. Anya, I know you're going to be reporting for us on the ground there in Minneapolis, at least through tomorrow. So we'll look forward to your reports as this continues to develop. Thank you for your reporting there in Minneapolis tonight.